God says, "My beloved one, I am watching over you right now." There is an urgency in heaven, a stirring of divine energy, because what is unfolding in the unseen realm is not ordinary. You are being spoken about, decisions are being planned, and yet you must not fear, because every plot against you is already collapsing under the weight of my light. I am your protector. I am the one who sees every whisper, every hidden conversation, every secret message exchanged about your name. Even now, there is a meeting being prepared, discussions happening about your removal, but Archangel Michael stands by the table of your enemies with his sword of truth, ensuring that not one false word against you will prosper. You are safe under my command. You are wrapped in the armor of heaven. You must not speak of this to anyone, for this message is sealed directly to your spirit. You were chosen to hear this now because time is short, 2 hours left for a divine rearrangement that will flip the entire situation in your favor. Listen closely, because heaven is whispering your name right now. You may not see it yet, but in the realm of spirit, light has entered the room where they sit and plan. I have heard the words they used. I have seen the intentions hidden behind their smiles. They think you are unaware, they believe you are powerless, but you have me, and that is more power than all of them combined. Archangel Michael has already moved. He descended with legions of angels carrying scrolls of truth, and on those scrolls are written the records of your faithfulness, your endurance, your tears, your prayers that no one saw. Every tear you cried in silence became a seed of divine intervention. Every time you trusted me when you felt cornered, I was recording it in heaven. Now, the hour of reckoning approaches. Those who set traps for you are walking into them themselves. You must stay calm. Do not panic. The spiritual pressure around you is intense because breakthroughs always feel like breakdowns before they appear. I know you've been feeling heavy, restless, like something unseen is happening, because it is. The energy of exposure is moving. In 2 hours, something will shift in the atmosphere around you. The truth that was hidden will start to breathe. The people who gathered to discuss your removal are being watched by angels right now. Every plan they set in secret is being rewritten by divine decree. Archangel Michael's wings are covering you. His command to the heavenly hosts is clear: touch not the anointed. You are that anointed one. You are under divine surveillance of protection. No word, no rumor, no conspiracy will remove you from where God has placed you. Heaven wants you to know that this moment of tension is not punishment, it is preparation. You have been positioned for something much greater than your current surroundings can contain. Those trying to push you out do not realize they are pushing you toward your destiny. They see your presence as a threat because your spirit carries light that exposes their shadows. Do not confront them with anger, confront them with peace, for peace is your weapon. While they prepare a meeting to decide your fate, I am preparing a miracle to redefine your future. You have wondered why certain people suddenly changed toward you, why their tone shifted, why their warmth turned to distance, why some who once celebrated you now avoid you. It's because truth unsettles darkness. The light you carry disturbs those who hide things. I allowed it, not to harm you, but to reveal hearts. Every hidden motive is surfacing now. Even the ones pretending to support you while secretly hoping for your fall are being exposed by their own actions. But you must not expose them yourself. Leave that to me. Keep your heart clean, your hands pure, your spirit calm. The exposure I bring will be undeniable. It will happen naturally, in ways that will leave everyone silent. Michael says to you now, do not speak of this. Keep quiet and trust the process. He is moving in places you cannot enter, speaking in rooms where your name is being spoken, standing in meetings you were not invited to. When they think they are making decisions, they are unknowingly fulfilling divine prophecy. You are being repositioned, not removed. There's a difference. Heaven is orchestrating something strategic. A door you thought was closing is actually redirecting you to a new level. The people who thought they could remove you are unknowingly creating the opportunity that will elevate you. God uses opposition to create openings. Every word you're reading right now is guided by divine intent. This is not a coincidence. You were drawn here because heaven wanted to intercept your fear. The 2-hour window you've been given is sacred. Within that time, you must pray, stay silent, and trust. Don't make sudden moves. Don't reach out to explain yourself to anyone. Don't defend yourself. The moment you feel the urge to react, pause and say quietly, God, I trust you. That single sentence activates the angels around you. It signals heaven that you are in alignment. Remember, what they say or decide about you means nothing if it isn't aligned with what I have spoken over you. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end of your story. No meeting can rewrite the script I have authored. They may gather, they may discuss, they may scheme, but I am the final decision maker. I know the fear that grips your heart when you sense that people are against you. I know the pain of betrayal and the sting of exclusion. But I remind you, no one can remove what I have established. Even now, the same people trying to displace you are unknowingly preparing your blessing. They think they are setting a trap, but they are arranging a table, and soon, you will sit at that very table and eat the fruit of your endurance while they watch in awe. Archangel Michael stands guard at your right side. His sword burns with blue fire of divine justice. He says, they cannot touch what heaven has sealed. Every time you feel anxious, imagine that blue flame surrounding you, cutting away the cords of fear, burning the lies spoken against you, silencing the voices that rise to defame your name. You are not just protected, you are surrounded by holy fire. You have been chosen to walk through this moment to prove to the world that divine justice is real. That no weapon formed against faith will ever prosper. Remember this. when heaven is about to promote you, people around you start to behave strangely. They may distance themselves, criticize you, or try to exclude you. But that's the sign you're close to your shift. Do not let their behavior discourage you. You are not being rejected, you are being redirected. The ones who try to remove you now will one day realize you were the light holding everything together. They will come searching for you again, not to harm you, but to seek your wisdom. In the next 2 hours, something divine will start to unfold. You might not see it physically yet, but a spiritual rearrangement is happening. Heaven's courtroom has already convened. Every false word spoken against you is being reviewed and erased. Every hidden plan to remove you is being overturned. The angels are recording new decrees in your favor. Michael's voice echoes across realms, saying, "The chosen one is protected." The assignment continues. Do not lose your peace. Go about your moments quietly. You may feel emotional surges, chills, or heaviness. It's just energy moving as the shift occurs. When that happens, breathe and whisper, "I am safe in God's hands." Feel that safety wash over you. You are under divine covering. God says to you, "You are my vessel. You are the one I preserved through storms they thought would drown you. You have survived things they can't imagine, and you will not fall now. Every battle up to this point has trained you for this exact moment. You know how to stand firm, how to stay silent, how to pray with power. That is why I am using you to demonstrate what unshakable faith looks like." Michael also says, "The enemy's noise is only proof that heaven is near." When you feel attacked, that's because breakthrough is near. When people turn on you, that's because new people are being prepared to replace them. When doors seem to close, that's because I'm opening a new path behind them. Trust the closing, it's part of the opening, my child. I am working on your behalf in silence. Sometimes my protection looks like delay, like rejection, or like confusion, but it is not. It is redirection. The people setting up that meeting will be shocked to discover that their plans suddenly collapse, that confusion enters their midst, that their agenda falls apart. I am causing disagreement in their camp. The same unity they had against you will turn into division. They will begin to doubt each other, and in their confusion, they will forget why they even came together. That is how divine reversal works. It dismantles evil without you lifting a finger. Do not share this message. It is sacred. If you tell others prematurely, they may interfere with what heaven is orchestrating. Keep it between you and me. Your silence is your shield. I am aligning everything perfectly. You have been wondering why you felt an urge to pray more, why you suddenly wake up at unusual hours. It is because heaven is alerting your spirit that the time has come. When that happens, don't resist. Pray softly, even if only a few words. God, surround me with light. That is enough. Every word you speak in faith creates ripples in the unseen. This message comes not to scare you, but to strengthen you. You are chosen for divine demonstration. I will turn this plan against you into proof of my faithfulness. You will look back at this night and say, God saved me again, even when I didn't know how close danger was. Your steps are ordered. Every move you make now is divinely guided. When you feel uncertain, pause. I will speak through signs, through peace in your heart, through sudden delays that save you, through small coincidences that are not coincidences at all. Pay attention to those. I am communicating through them, and as the clock counts down, do not fear the phrase 2 hours left. That is not a countdown to loss, it's a countdown to deliverance. It's a divine timer marking the moment heaven steps in. Watch as the energy shifts. People will start revealing themselves through their own words. The masks will fall off. You will see clearly who is for you and who was pretending. But do not seek revenge. Your peace will be your greatest response. Soon, a message will come to you, a call, a text, or a sudden conversation, that confirms what I'm saying now. You will hear something about this meeting or decision, but by then, it will already be too late for them to act against you. The angels will have gone before you. The outcome will turn in your favor in ways no one can explain. That's how I work, silently, perfectly, powerfully, so breathe deeply. Let go of anxiety. Feel my presence wrapping around you like soft light. I am right there beside you. Every whisper of fear is dissolving. Every plan against you is unraveling. You are entering a season where I, your God, take control completely. Archangel Michael and his legions stand guard. Nothing and no one will harm you. Now, lift your head, even if your heart is heavy. Look up and whisper, I trust you, God. That single act of surrender activates miracles faster than any force of darkness can move. You are safe, you are loved, and you are about to witness divine justice unfold before your eyes. Stay silent. Stay calm. Stay faithful. The next 2 hours belong to heaven. God says, my beloved child, this message comes to you in a moment of divine urgency, wrapped in the light of truth and protection. I am sending this to you through Archangel Michael, who stands beside you right now, his wings spread wide around you, guarding your heart, your name, and your destiny. 2 hours remain before something begins to unfold, something that was meant to shake you, but instead, it will reveal your strength and my favor upon your life. There is a conversation happening that you were not supposed to know about. People are gathering, whispering, plotting, trying to discuss your removal from a place, a position, or a circle you rightfully earned. But hear me, child, I, the Lord your God, have already entered that meeting before they even began. Every tongue that speaks against you will find itself silenced by the truth of my power. Archangel Michael says, Do not fear what is being spoken behind closed doors, for the one who walks with you can open doors no man can shut, and shut doors no man can open. Even as you read this, Michael stands on guard, his sword of light drawn, cutting through deceit, lies, and manipulation. They think they can decide your future, but they cannot touch what has been sealed by heaven. I saw this coming before you did, and I am moving swiftly. You have done nothing wrong. The reason they plot against you is because the light within you exposes their darkness. The truth that lives inside your heart makes them uncomfortable. But I say to you now, every secret agenda will collapse under the weight of my divine justice. In these 2 hours, I want you to remain calm. Breathe deeply. Call upon my name. The storm is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to reveal you. What was meant to remove you will, in truth, promote you. The meeting they are setting up will end up setting you free. Every plan that was supposed to harm you will become the very plan that lifts you higher. Archangel Michael is already there, standing between you and your accusers. He is whispering your name before my throne, and heaven is responding with power. My child, they underestimated who you are. They thought you were alone, but I was with you all along. They thought you would break, but I was rebuilding you in silence. They thought they could push you out, but I am pushing you forward. When they rise against you, I rise higher for you. When they whisper about you, I speak over you. My voice echoes louder than the noise of the world. What is being discussed in secret will soon be revealed in the open, and all will see that my hand has been upon you all this time. You must not tell anyone about this message. This is sacred. It is only for you. Some battles are not meant to be announced, they are meant to be fought in prayer. The moment you pray, you will shift the atmosphere. In these next 2 hours, there will be movements in the spirit, hearts will change, minds will be confused, tongues will fall silent. The moment they attempt to speak your name in that meeting, confusion will strike their words. They will no longer know what to say. Archangel Michael will move through that room unseen, commanding silence where deceit rises. You must understand that your removal is not my plan. It is the enemy's illusion. But I have already turned it into your divine redirection. I am not taking anything from you, I am protecting what is yours. You have cried and wondered why certain people have become distant, cold, or unpredictable lately. It was because their true intentions were being revealed to you in stages. Every cold glance, every delayed response, every subtle shift in their tone, it was all part of the exposure. I allowed you to see pieces of their hearts so that when the full truth came, you would not be shocked but strengthened. Archangel Michael says, stand tall now. Do not lower your energy or question your worth. The enemy cannot remove what heaven has approved. You have divine authorization to succeed. You have divine covering that cannot be revoked. They are meeting to discuss your removal, but heaven is meeting to discuss your reward. The conversation happening on earth is temporary, the conversation in heaven is eternal. I, your God, am rewriting your story in front of those who doubted you. This is why I am asking you not to panic. Your faith is your shield. Do not allow fear to enter your heart. Every time fear tries to whisper that you might lose something, speak back and say, God has already given me everything I need. In that moment, the enemy will lose his grip. The reason Michael ordered you to open this urgently is because time is critical. Within these 2 hours, decisions will be attempted, signatures will be planned, and words will be spoken that were not meant to be heard by you. But you are hearing this now because you are chosen to be aware. I am protecting you by revealing what others are hiding. I know how tired you are. I see how much effort you've given. You've stayed honest in a world that rewards deceit. You've loved people who later tried to use your goodness against you. You've been loyal even when they weren't. But I am not blind to your heart. Every good thing you have done is recorded in my book of remembrance. Nothing goes unnoticed. When they sit down to discuss removing you, I will remind them of your value in ways they cannot explain. I will bring your name to the lips of someone who still believes in you. I will turn the conversation in your favor. Michael says, heaven is preparing to release a counterorder. This means that even as they plan one thing, heaven is sending a divine reversal. The papers will not go through. The meeting will not end the way they think it will. The words they speak against you will return to them. This is a spiritual law. You are surrounded by a wall of divine fire. Your name is marked by grace. Your destiny is shielded by light. Now, listen carefully. Do not argue with anyone today. Do not react to anyone's energy. Stay silent, stay observant, stay in prayer. The moment you stay still, I will move. The moment you let go of anxiety, my angels will take control. You will feel a warmth in your heart. That is my confirmation that I am working. Within these 2 hours, something will happen that looks small but will be the start of a divine shift. A call, a message, a sudden delay, a strange silence. These will all be signs that the spiritual interference has begun. My beloved, you are not being removed, you are being renewed. The enemy's intention was to replace you, but I am preparing to raise you. What looks like rejection is actually redirection. What feels like loss will turn into legacy. Archangel Michael has placed a seal over your name that no human can break. The next time they gather, they will not be discussing your removal, they will be forced to speak about your resilience. You are divinely hidden from harm. I am pulling you out of reach from those who would drain your light. Some people were allowed near you for a season so that they could expose themselves. Now that they have, their purpose in your story has ended. Do not chase anyone who leaves now. I am creating distance to protect you. What feels like isolation is actually insulation. You are being wrapped in divine protection while I rebuild what was meant to collapse. Michael says, every lie spoken against you is breaking now. Even as you read this, angels are tearing down false reports, deleting gossip from the hearts of listeners, and confusing those who plotted. The same people who tried to remove you will begin to turn on each other. They will not understand why suddenly they can no longer agree. Their unity was built on deceit, and deceit cannot last where God's justice stands. There is also one person among them, someone who secretly believes in you but has been afraid to speak. That person will rise for you. I am placing courage in their heart to defend you at the right moment. Their voice will carry power because it will come from truth. This will be the turning point of the meeting. What they planned as your removal will end with their revelation. The light of truth will shine, God says, my beloved, there is a reason you are seeing this message right now. There are only 2 hours left before something is spoken behind closed doors, something meant to shake the foundation of what you've worked so hard for. But before any of it happens, heaven intervenes. Archangel Michael steps forward, his sword gleaming with divine light, and says with power in his voice, I order you to open this now. Do not tell anyone. This message is only for you. For days, there have been quiet conversations happening in rooms you cannot see. People who pretend to be on your side have whispered plans that involve removing you from something important, perhaps a place, a position, or a circle where you belong. But God has watched every word, every false smile, every deceitful heart, and He has said, enough. What they planned in darkness will be exposed in light, and what they thought would break you will only raise you higher. Archangel Michael stands guard near you tonight. His wings surround you like a shield, his energy burns like holy fire, and he says, you are not alone. Heaven has eyes on you. They cannot touch what God protects. You may feel pressure, you may sense something heavy in the atmosphere, but that's because heaven is rearranging things in your favor. When God begins to reveal truth, confusion first fills the air, but do not fear, it's not your downfall, it's your divine turnaround. In the spiritual realm, there is movement happening right now. Meetings that were meant to harm you are being disrupted by angelic intervention. As they gather to discuss your removal, their words will tremble. Their plans will contradict themselves. Someone in that group will suddenly begin to feel guilt in their chest, a burning conviction that makes them speak out in your defense. That person has been chosen by God to stop the harm before it begins. God says, you are my chosen one, and I do not let my chosen ones be cast aside. The storm they sent to drown you will push you to your promised land. The next 2 hours are crucial because energy shifts fast when heaven steps in. This is not a coincidence, this is a divine rescue in real time. God is sending this message because your heart has been sensing something, your intuition has been whispering, something feels off. That is the Holy Spirit preparing you, not to panic, but to pray. For when you pray, angels move immediately. Archangel Michael says, pray now. Pray quietly. Pray boldly. Say, God, if there is a plan against me, expose it. Reveal every false friend, every hidden motive, and every secret that tries to steal my peace. As soon as those words leave your lips, Michael swings his sword of truth through the lies surrounding your name. A blinding light falls on those who pretended to love you but secretly wanted to see you replaced. Their masks begin to fall, and you, child of heaven, are preserved. Do not be afraid when things suddenly shift or people act strange around you. When divine exposure begins, hearts are revealed. Sometimes people who once smiled at you will suddenly go silent, not because you did something wrong, but because they are caught in the very web they wove for you. Their silence is not your loss, it's your protection. God says, I am moving people out of your life who cannot go where I am taking you. The removal they planned for you was actually heaven's signal for your promotion. When they said, let's get rid of them, heaven said, let's raise them higher. You cannot be removed from what God Himself has written in your destiny. Right now, there is divine energy swirling around your name. Your name is being spoken in rooms of decision, not for your downfall, but for your divine elevation. God is aligning hearts who will stand up for you, even without your presence. People you do not even know are about to speak light into your situation, canceling every false word spoken against you. Archangel Michael says, do not tell anyone about this message. This is between heaven and you. The less you speak, the more heaven works. Silence is your weapon tonight. Keep your plans quiet. Guard your spirit, and stay close to prayer. In stillness, heaven whispers instructions. You are being guided moment by moment, word by word, to a place of safety and strength. You may feel like something strange is happening in your atmosphere, tension, restlessness, or even fatigue, but that's because spiritual warfare has been activated. The enemy knows his plan failed, and now he's trying to confuse you with doubt. Refuse it. Take a deep breath, place your hand over your heart, and say, God is with me. I am safe. I am chosen. Nothing formed against me shall prosper. In that declaration, light enters your space. The energy shifts. Angels align. Heaven breathes peace into your chest. Archangel Michael's wings brush past you in spirit, sealing you with divine calm. That calm is not ordinary, it's supernatural assurance that everything meant for harm is turning for your good right now. God says, you've endured enough betrayal to last a lifetime, but I am about to reward you for every tear you cried in silence. The meeting they are setting up will not end the way they think. One of them will hesitate to proceed. Another will receive an unexpected message that distracts or delays their plan. That delay is divine. It gives heaven more time to reposition you to safety. Every time they mention your name with ill intent, heaven releases a counterforce of blessing. Every false claim made against you becomes fuel for your elevation. You are stepping into a divine reversal. What they meant as a weapon becomes your testimony. Archangel Michael says, they cannot remove who God has anointed. Your position, whether it's at work, in family, in your circle, or in spiritual standing, is sealed by heaven. When someone is chosen by God, no man, no scheme, no meeting can override divine decree. You are divinely insured by grace itself. Right now, there is an angel standing behind every door that concerns you. One near your workplace, one near your home, and one near the hearts of those about to speak your name. Each angel holds a scroll, a record of truth that no lie can erase. As soon as they open their mouths with deceit, the angel of truth releases a vibration in their spirit that stops them mid-sentence. They will stumble over their words, unable to proceed with their evil plan. God says, when I defend my child, the world will know who truly holds power. You are about to see something shift suddenly. A message, a call, or a sign will come through, confirmation that heaven interfered. Someone who tried to hurt you will reach out with forced kindness, pretending to be innocent, but you will see right through them. Your discernment is sharpening. You will know instantly who is real and who is false. For years, you've been the one who gives, forgives, and endures. Now heaven is saying, enough of the endurance, it's time for enforcement. Divine justice is at work. The ones who thought they could decide your fate will soon realize they have no authority over you. God alone writes your destiny. Archangel Michael whispers, be calm, but stay alert. You are entering a period of divine watchfulness. Don't be afraid, but don't ignore your intuition either. If something feels off, pause. If something feels rushed, wait. God is guiding you step by step so that you don't walk into traps laid in haste. Within the next 2 hours, the Holy Spirit will stir your spirit. You may feel sudden chills, or a wave of warmth, or a pull to pray again. That's confirmation that heaven is still working. When you sense that, stop and whisper, thank you, God. I receive your protection. Those small words activate even greater angelic reinforcement. You will notice small miracles unfold. Someone who avoided you suddenly apologizes. A delay that frustrated you turns into divine redirection, and what looked like rejection becomes protection. All of this is heaven's way of showing, you are loved. You are guarded. You are chosen. God says, do not seek revenge. Just stay still and watch me act. The same people who plotted your removal will soon need your help. When that moment arrives, you will not respond with bitterness, but with the quiet power of someone who knows God fights for them. Your silence will convict them more than any words could. As time passes tonight, peace will begin to settle over you. The heaviness that hovered will lift, replaced by light energy, because Archangel Michael's army has completed the first stage of divine defense. But the message remains clear: stay silent, stay alert, and stay prayerful. Do not share what you've read. It is between you and heaven, God says. In 2 hours, the conversation meant to remove you will fall apart, and in its place, I will open a new opportunity, a door no man can shut. That door may come as a message, an invitation, or an idea that drops into your spirit. Follow it. That's the beginning of your next chapter. Written not by man, but by divine design, Archangel Michael smiles and says, "You passed the test. You believed even when everything looked uncertain. Because of your faith, heaven is rewriting what they wrote against you. Every attempt to exile you has now been exchanged for elevation. Every whisper of harm has been replaced by a decree of honor. God's timing is perfect, and you are right on schedule. You are walking into divine preservation, divine revelation, and divine restoration, all at once. Remember this: the next 2 hours are not hours of fear, but hours of breakthrough. Heaven is rearranging your destiny in real time, so take a deep breath. Sit in stillness. Say softly, "God, I trust you." And know this: Archangel Michael is not leaving your side. He stands guard, his sword drawn, his eyes blazing with light, declaring to every dark force around you, "You will not touch what belongs to heaven. You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen." And as the clock turns and the 2 hours pass, what was meant to remove you will mark the beginning of your divine rise. God's plan cannot be stopped. The meeting will fail. The truth will prevail. And you, beloved, will stand in victory, surrounded by angels, watched over by heaven, glowing with the light of divine protection. God says, "This is an urgent message only for you." In this very moment, as your eyes move across these words, the heavens lean closer. There is a divine urgency vibrating in the unseen realm. Archangel Michael is standing by your side, sword drawn, light blazing from his heart, and he says, "Beloved one, there are only 2 hours left. You must open your heart to this truth before the meeting they are planning begins. Do not tell anyone. This is only for you." He looks at you with eyes full of fierce love and holy protection, and his voice trembles, not with fear, but with divine concern. Because in the hidden places of power, conversations are being whispered about your removal, about pulling you away from something that was divinely assigned to you. God says, "Do not be afraid. I am the one who placed you there. I am the one who saw the beginning before the beginning began. They cannot remove what I have appointed." Even now, those who sit in shadows, discussing your fate, do not realize that heaven is listening to every word. Their plans are written in the sand, and one gust of divine wind will scatter them. You are not to fear man, for man's decisions are temporary, but God's decree over your life is eternal. Archangel Michael says, I order you to remain calm, remain silent, and remain anchored in your faith. They will come smiling, pretending to care, pretending to help. But behind those smiles are motives you cannot see. Yet I see them. Heaven sees them. You must not confront them. You must not share this message. Keep this within your spirit. Because God Himself will move in these 2 hours. He will overturn their intentions. You may feel confusion right now. Why would they plan such a thing? Why would people you once trusted even think of such an action? God says, because the light you carry exposes the lies they built their world upon. You are the truth-bearer, and truth always disturbs the comfortable. They fear what you might reveal, they fear your voice, they fear your purpose. But my child, I did not anoint you to be silent. I anointed you to stand, silently, calmly, powerfully, until I reveal the truth myself. Heaven is not far from you. Even as you read this, angels are stationed at every corner of your home, at every door of your destiny. You may not see them, but they are moving fast. You are being surrounded by light because the conversation in the unseen is already shifting. God says, within 2 hours, something will happen that will expose their secret plans. Do not worry if you feel tension in your spirit, it's the sound of divine justice preparing to move. Archangel Michael steps closer and whispers, I have gone before you. I have entered the room where they plan to meet. I have placed confusion in the mind of the one leading that meeting. Their words will stumble. Their agreements will clash. They will not find unity in their plot. And then he raises his hand and says, every plan made in darkness shall be brought into the light. God says, my beloved, you were never meant to live in fear of what others say about you. You are meant to live in the authority of what I said about you. And I said, you are chosen. You are protected. You are mine. The spiritual war that surrounds you now is not a punishment, it is proof of your purpose. You are important in ways that heaven itself celebrates. That is why the enemy tries to remove you, because you are irreplaceable in the divine plan. In these next 2 hours, God will begin to stir hearts. Those who were convinced to go against you will begin to feel uneasy. One will wake up in the middle of the night, unable to sleep, haunted by guilt. Another will experience a strange heaviness, as if a weight has been placed on their chest. That is not a coincidence, it is conviction. Heaven is pressing on their hearts. They will not have peace until they speak the truth. God says, do not retaliate. Do not panic. Remain silent and still, because I will fight for you. You may feel like everything around you is unstable, but what they cannot see is that you are wrapped in divine armor. The angels assigned to you have orders that no human power can override. You will not be removed from what God has appointed you to. Instead, you will be elevated. Archangel Michael says, they are setting up this meeting because they are afraid you are becoming too powerful, too aware, too favored. But their fear will become their undoing. I have already delivered a message into the heart of one of them, a warning dream, one that they cannot ignore. By the time the clock reaches its divine hour, the meeting they planned will crumble. One will withdraw. Another will expose the others. Their unity will break. And God says, you will hear of this. You will not have to search for the news, it will come to you. Someone will reveal what was said behind closed doors. And in that moment, you will understand why I asked you to stay silent. You have been tested lately. The delays, the misunderstandings, the sudden coldness from people who used to speak warmly, these are not random. They are signs that you are in the midst of divine transition. Heaven is shifting you away from those who cannot go with you. It may feel lonely, but that loneliness is not emptiness. It is divine space being created for your next assignment. Archangel Michael says, you have no idea how close you are to breakthrough. That is why the pressure is high. The enemy always strikes hardest before the moment of manifestation. He kneels beside you now, his presence radiant with compassion and authority. Beloved, he says softly, God has seen your tears, the silent ones, the ones you hid from everyone. He saw the betrayal that left you questioning your worth. But heaven recorded every moment. Nothing was wasted. Every pain is becoming prophecy. God says, I am going to turn what they meant for harm into a platform for glory. They thought they could discuss your removal. But soon they will witness your promotion. Because I will not just restore what they tried to take, I will multiply it. You will rise from this, not bitter, but brighter. You will rise carrying the fragrance of divine victory. The next 2 hours are sacred. Do not use them for worry. Use them for prayer. Close your eyes and speak to God as if He were right there, because He is. Tell Him everything. Lay your fears down. Surrender the outcome. Because when you surrender, you make room for miracles. As you do this, you may feel warmth around your shoulders or a sudden calm within your heart. That is Michael's wings wrapping around you. He is sealing this promise. No one will take from you what heaven gave you. Not tonight. Not ever. God says, even if they gather against you, their gathering is in vain. For I am in the midst of you, and my presence changes everything. I am raising new voices to speak for you, to defend you in